Sue Gray's report, for the most part, is pretty underwhelming.
You do start to get that sense, particularly when we've been told of all of the gory details of these so-called parties for the past 6 months or so. The drip effect of them popping out across the press. The sort of confused picture that you get of not knowing precisely who was at which one and what occurred. And was the Prime Minister the person who broke the swing or left at 4 a.m. or did karaoke in the basement? Well, now we have all of the details laid bare before us, and to some extent that you could argue, you could make a case that that helps the Prime Minister. There's a differentiation there between what junior staff got up to with the more raucous events and what the Prime Minister got up to with regard to rather glum photographs of him standing around the cabinet table or standing in a doorway addressing a group of individuals, albeit holding wine in their hands. No, it does seem like there has been the sort of air of mystery, the air of intrigue potentially burst by this report. Giving those details will allow people who are so inclined to see exactly what went on at each individual one and understand why some of them were deemed fixed penalty notice worthy by the Metropolitan Police and why others were not. It also does throw up some big questions for the leader of the opposition, of course, because the pictures of Boris Johnson, Rishi Sunak and Cabinet Secretary Simon Case standing around that cabinet table holding some drinks and looking not like they're having the biggest bash in the world doesn't look a million miles away from that grainy picture of Sir Keir Starmer that we have become to know so well, of him drinking beer in Durham during a campaign event at a time when indoor mixing was banned. Indeed, the regulations were fairly similar on both the Boris cake event day and the Sir Keir Starmer beer event day. On both occasions, 6 people could gather outdoors, of course. On both occasions, non-essential retail had been reopened. On both occasions, indeed, individuals could visit legally dying loved ones in care homes, in hospitals, in hospices and in private residences. That had been the stage of lockdown easing both of those events met. And so the genuine question does arise. If the Prime Minister was fined for this event and now being able to see those photographs of it, might Sir Keir Starmer be in a little more trouble than people had thought? But of course, today was all about Parliament. Boris Johnson speaking to his own MPs, and it seems like he might have got over that hurdle. This afternoon, however, in a couple of hours' time, Boris Johnson addresses the nation, and that might be a significantly more difficult hurdle to overcome.